Hey Jared, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for signature pavers in Southern California. In this free website SEO audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get signature paving in front of people searching for pavers in the Southern California area. I see that you also serve Central Texas, and all of these tactics, will work just the same for that area as well. Okay, so let's jump right in. So the first thing that I notice is you do have your phone number up here. That is really nice. I would make it a bit bigger, make it, come out to, be about this size here, and make that a click to call. So you should be able to click that and it should call right up. The reason for that is almost 70% of all searches are happening on mobile phones nowadays. And if somebody is able to see and click that number very easily, it's going to increase the chances that they make that conversion from curious to customer. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to cover is content. So if I scroll down here, you can see all the words on the page. That's what I'm talking about. So you really want to have way more words than this. Your page really should be much longer and just completely, lots of words. We suggest 2,000 or more words on the home page full of content about pavers. It's got to be explanatory. Basically what you're trying to show Google is that you are an authority, you really know what you're talking about, and to Google, content is king. More words equals more knowledge, right? So definitely want to increase the words on the page. And then the images, so if I right click on an image, so I'll go over to your gallery, give you a good example here. So pull that up, right click on your image, click Save Image As. I can see that this image was saved as Signature Pavers 1, and the next one was saved as a Signature Pavers 2, etc. I just was checking that out. So this isn't really doing you much good. It may help you to get to the top of the page for your own name, but you probably already will. And images are a really good chance for us to get in front of more people. And by that I mean that you can save these images as keywords that are going to be the type of thing that a person would type into Google when they're looking for your services, but they don't know who to go with yet. So how do we find those keywords? Well, I'll show you. So first of all, this is a tool called Ahrefs. My company uses this tool. And what it does is it gives us an in-depth look into how a website is performing, what it's actually doing. It's one thing to be pretty, it's a whole other thing to work, right? So right here we see UR and DR scores, 22 and 0.1. This tells me that you have done some work in the past with SEO. You've got a little bit of trust with Google. It believes you're doing pretty good, but this is not a great score, so definitely want to work that up, and that's going to help you get to the top of Google. Okay, so one thing we can do to increase your trust with Google and with Google seeing you as an authority is to include more backlinks. So what a backlink is anytime a link is on another site that points back to your website, that's a backlink. And you want to go out and get backlinks that are from relevant and credible sites. You want to go and find sites that have a high score here so that it's passing a good amount of power, a credible credible source giving you that power so that Google believes that you too are trustworthy. And then right here you can see you're showing up for 163 keywords. This means that there are 163 different things a person could type into Google and have you come up on in the first 100 results. That's the word I was looking for. Results. Okay. And I can see that you're coming up in the first page. Position number 1 through 10 is the first page for about 8, looks like. Well, there's a few more down here, but signature design pavers, like that's your name. So people are finding you that are looking for you by name. So that's fantastic. But what I don't see here is a lot of local keywords. So keywords where it lists your service and the area that you service. Those are called local keywords, and the reason that they're so important is that that's what person's going to type in when they're looking for your services in the area that they're in. So that'll be high buyer intent, right? Okay, so I did a little research to find out what those keywords would be. Put in, you know, brick driveway, brick path, of course, pavers, masonry, mason, stone driveway, etc. And then I also put in the different areas that you service. And this isn't going to be all of the areas that you service. I just threw in a few that I thought would be promising. So I definitely would want to do more research on this, but this is the idea, right? So we've got Pavers Orange County. This one's a pretty good one. You can see right here with volume, 150 people on average are typing Pavers Orange County into Google every single month. And that's an average, so it varies, but the keyword difficulty in this column right here is 4. That's actually really good. That tells us it would be fairly easy compared to many other keywords, like this one here is 17. That's going to be a little more difficult to get to the top of Google for that search word. So I'm going to focus on Pavers Orange County for this video's sake. All right, so I'm sure you've seen this page a million times. It's a Google results page. I'm sure you've Googled things before and landed on a similar site. This is the ads up here. And then we've got, and most people skip past the ads. They are effective, but most people skip right past them. And then we have the map pack, and that's kind of a whole different thing to get up into the map pack. This right here is the #1 organic result. This result right here will get 31% of all traffic going to this page. It just happens over and over again. It's an average of 31% of all of the visitors will click on this link right here, the first one underneath the map pack. So that's really the goal, and what we want to do is get there, right? So these guys, System Pavers, they're kind of a, you know, they're definitely a competitor of yours, right? So what are they doing right? Why is it that they're sitting in that spot and you aren't? Okay, so let's go over the things that we talked about, right? Content, they do have quite a bit of words on their page. All of these counts, so that's words, all that. They do have that. Let's see if they're saving their images. Let's see, let's find an image, right click, save image as. Outdoor elements, that's looking like they are. Let's see, save image as. Online design discovery, so they are doing that, and you could be finding similar but even better keywords to save in. Yeah, paving, hardscaping, yeah, so they're definitely using that trick. So that's going to help them a lot. And then if we throw them in the Ahrefs, right, we can see that their scores are quite a bit higher. They've got a little bit lower of a score here, much higher in the DR. And then when it comes to referring domains and organic keywords and everything, their numbers aren't fantastic. So what that tells me is it's not going to be very difficult to get past them and jump into that spot. So you know, there is definitely promise there. So that is what I suggest that you do. Increase the relevance content on your site, 2,000 words or more, implement backlinks, and get those keywords like Pavers Orange County, and add citations, name, address, and phone number all over the internet, and that's going to help push you up to the top of those that map pack. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and please feel free to reach out to me at this number or reply to my email. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.